I survived 100 days in Minecraft's Pixelmon Johto mod, and this is what happened. If you're unaware what this mod is, it's basically an exact recreation of the game Pokemon Soul Silver but in Minecraft. My objective in this mod is to be able to complete the entire game in 100 days. Can I do it? Find out. Day 1 starts off like any other Pokemon journey. I get a briefing from my good friend Professor Oak, and now I go Professor around to choose my starter, which is a nice cute little Totodile. We then take our Totodile and we beat the shit out of a random bird and we capture him a friend to have enslaved in a ball next to him for our journey. How exciting! We then witness two feral animals going at each other, trying to prove who is the alpha out of the pack, and this one is apparently. We return back to Professor Oak and it appears that a Pokemon has been stolen from the lab by some bad person, and I wonder where this bad person could be. Maybe they've gotten far. Yeah, I glitched this and didn't even get a fight. Day 2, we grinded up like hell on Pidgey and Totodile and we leveled them up a little bit, and then we came across a dark cave that required Flash to go through. But I ain't a pussy. Holy balls, okay, yeah, it's dark in here, but we're still gonna leapfrog our way all the way through, and surprisingly we actually make it all the way to the end of this cave, and we find a nice trainer to challenge us, and instant regret just washes over my body as my entire squad is killed. But that's okay, because we've now arrived at Violet City, and we've also arrived at the destination of our first gym, and day 3, and yeah, I genuinely spent an entire Minecraft day in this gym, just grinding away, going backwards and forwards, healing my Pokemon, running back to the gym, doing some parkour. And then we encountered the first challenge in our 100-day survival world. We encountered the first technical boss fight, or gym fight, however you'd like to say it, within the game. And we just had to show them that our Pidgey was better than their Pidgeotto. It does not matter how much you evolve them, it does not matter about the size of your Pokemon, it matters about what you do with them. So anyway, we won the battle quite nice and easily. We get a nice dialogue trigger, which is going to happen a lot. And there we go, we get our first gym badge. Hey! This random guy comes and he wants to give me an egg. What a cutie. Day 4 starts off with this weird ash tree in our way. It's annoying. I tried to throw a Pokemon at it, nothing happens. We then decide to be a tourist in Johto and go to visit the ruins of Alph and see what all the hype's about. And whilst we're here looking at some of the sites, we decided that we'd do some of these scientists' entire life work in about five minutes or so, and then fall down a massive hole towards all these weird looking shaped things. But then it's okay, because we found another cave, which was darker than the last one, actually. And we still couldn't find a Pokemon that knew Flash, but it's okay, because we taught Totodile Bite. After I'd reached my daily step limits, a Togepi hatched from my egg. Hooray! How adorable. We end up finding a little treasure room, and for some reason this hole intrigues me. Day 5, and we decide to go take a climb up the top of the Bellsprout Tower and take on the challenge, which is just a load of trainers with like level 3 Bellsprouts, and I'm pretty sure I was meant to do this before I actually even did the gym, to be honest. This was a lot easier than that, but who cares? We're doing it now with our level 15 Pidgey, a level 15 Totodile, and a Togepi's level that's really inconsistent and I cannot keep track of. Hooray! After beating up all the old people in the tower, day 6 starts off with us being a tourist again, and we decide that we're going to do all of these scientists' life work in about an afternoon. This one took me a little while, but eventually I figured it out. We then decided that we needed a Pokemon that could learn Flash so we'd be able to take on all of these caves. So day 7 starts off with us carrying a Mareep, and yeah, this happens a lot. So anyway, I go back into the cave and I decide that I really want to capture this Onyx, like it's going to be made mine, and I kill it with a Togepi. Are you kidding me? Anyway, so I come back out and I capture a Bellsprout. Are you serious? I ended up being stupid and losing a lot of footage of this next bit, but basically I got through the caves and I ended up getting an Onyx. Yay! I captured an Onyx in the end. I also ended up capturing the Magikarp. Anyway, we've got to go down to this well. It's Slowpoke well. Team Rocket are here causing shit. This dude's fallen down the well and he's trying to do some insurance fraud. He claims that his back's hurting, yet he manages to stand up completely fine. Anyway, we go and destroy the rest of Team Rocket for him because that guy's too much of a pussy, or he's just trying to commit insurance fraud. I have no idea, but it doesn't matter because we managed to get through them on our own anyway. And as a result of all the grinding, our Pidgey actually evolves into a beautiful Pidgeotto. Anyway, the guy who ended up trying to commit insurance fraud is very scared that we're going to report him to the police for doing so he offers to make us a load of free Pokeballs in returns for berries. Pretty good deal. Day 10, we go to take on our second gym, which is a bug-type gym, which basically meant that Onix could just run absolutely wild, and our Totodile even evolved. It was a very eventful time. We then take out the gym leader known as Bitchy Bugsy, and we end up getting a hive badge off of them. Hooray! Day 11 starts off with us purchasing a backpack and your standard backpack breaker. I get them all the time, and I accidentally place a potion down in this item frame. Whoops. We then see our rival Silver, who challenges us to a battle, and during this battle, Onix manages to learn Dragon Breath, and his Bayleaf doesn't stop healing fucking ever. No, seriously, this Bayleaf kept healing for so long. Do you remember when we started this battle, it was daytime? Yeah, it's fucking nighttime because the Bayleaf wouldn't stop healing, piece of shit. Oh, but it's okay because we managed to defeat him in the end. Day 12, and I'm chasing a Farfetch'd around the forest. Yep, that's what it's come to. But we return Farfetch'd to its rightful owner, and we get cut or something like that, I can't remember. Day 13, and I decide that I need a Pokemon to learn Cut. I don't want it to be my starter Pokemon. This took forever until I found a Tentacruel that would like to learn Cut, and then Cut didn't work the way that I thought it was going to. Instead of your Pokemon using it, you get a little diamond pickaxe named Cut. I was unaware of this, so I just swapped over to Creative and wanted to be done with this part as I was stuck on it for so long. Day number 14, we come across the Pokemon Daycare, decide to purchase ourselves an odd egg, and then we take a visit into Goldenrod City, where we will find our third gym, and for the most part this gym's alright until we get to this person, the gym leader, and her Miltank goes wild on me. It annihilates my whole squad. Shit. So I go to pay my favourite Pokemon nurse a visit, hop over the counter and head right back there to get my pride. This time when she sends out Miltank, I prepared just for Miltank. I make sure to sand attack it so many times, I make sure to charm it so many times, and I make sure to sweet kiss it so many times. That means its accuracy drops, its attack power drops, and it keeps getting confused and has the chance to hurt itself. This fight took forever. After spending an entire day fighting her, I finally win, and she has the audacity to cry. But anyway, she does give me a badge in the end. Day 16, I went to the plant store by the gym that I just went to, passed through National Park and got a squirty bottle and squirted it on this strange tree, and the tree decided to attack me, so I threw a considerable amount of Pokeballs at it until that appeared on my screen. Day 17, this is where things get painful. Day 18, we spent an entire day getting molested by puzzles, by haunters hypnosing us and dream eating us, and we were stuck in this gym getting hypnosis and dream eaten for a very, very long time. When we finally got to the gym leader, all hope looks like we might finally get through this, and then he had a Gengar, and that Gengar decided that it wanted to murder everything that I've ever worked for, everything that I ever love, and made me spend another 2 days on this one person. I'm not proud to admit it. Fuck you, Gengar, fucking stay dead. Don't ever come back to me. Oh, please win, he's still got more Pokemon, please. And we finally beat him, we finally get a badge. Let's move on. I'm a moron and I managed to lose 7 in-game days of footage. Yeah, seriously, that pissed me off. So basically, to catch you guys up really quick, I went to Cyanwood City, defeated the fighting gym there. I then went to Ovine City and defeated the steel-type gym there, which does also mean that we went to the lighthouse and gave the medicine to the Ampharos thing. We also then, afterwards, went and found the Safari Zone, which seems really overpowered in this one, as I managed to capture 2 Laprases. Of course, I'll be using just the one in my squad, a Gibble, And an Aaron. Oh yeah, and our egg hatched into that little ugly thing over there too, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I'm so sorry about the fact that I lost that footage. If it's any consolation though, I can promise you it's annoyed me considerably more than anyone else in this entire world. We spent the entirety of day 28 in Mount Mortar and we level up our Aaron. Once we get out to the other side on day 29, we actually use cut properly and get some apricot berries, and we decide to go for a swim with Feraligatr where this psychopath decides to try drown me. After I get over my trauma of someone attempting to murder me, I get Gibble to murder a bunch of Pokemon and arrive in Mahogany Town. Well hey! So I go to see my favourite nurse and heal up my Pokemon. Oh, day 29, our Gibble evolves. Where are you going? Why would you do that? Our Gibble evolves into Gabite and we teach it Dual Chop, and with this it's going to be able to wreck everyone. We then come across Team Rocket, who are charging a $1,000 toll to get through this place, and I somehow managed to stupidly pay it. That's brilliant. So yeah, I get a bit angry, but we plod on anyway, and we get Gabite to murder a load of other people's Pokemon out of rage again and take us to night time until day 30, where we see a nice, beautiful red Gyarados. I try to sneak up on it, throw a few Pokeballs. I'm gonna capture this red Gyarados to even accidentally killed it. No! After crying in the fetal position for 2 hours, Lance came over to me and told me that Team Rocket were doing some shit, so we went to go help him and his awesome Dragonite infiltrate their secret base. We beat up a few Team Rocket members, and then we discover from meeting back up with Lance that we need 2 passwords to get into the boss's secret place. Brilliant. Day 31 rolls by in this dark and gloomy place, and I manage to find 2 people and beat them up and take their lunch money, and also attain the 2 passwords that I need. And then I go to take a little plod back to where I need to go, and it does not go as planned. I get lost for ages. It's not good. Day 32 comes by and we run into our rival Silver, but it looks like he's a little bitch and has already been beaten by Lance. Ha ha ha! So we go and beat up someone else, and we can't pick up the dialogue trigger because we're full again. But anyway, then this Murkrow, yeah, says Hail Giovanni at us, and so then we go kill a load of people, because I'm pretty sure the Hail Giovanni's the password. Anyway, Lance is in an intense fight, so we go to help him in a fight. Kinda, apart from he just kinda stood there. Lance then ends up rubbing my dick to try and make me feel better, which say okay with me, much appreciated Lance. We then have to go and murder these innocent Pokemon who are being used in Team Rocket's schemes. I level up in the process of this, and day 33 rolls over and Lance says that I'm a hero. Isn't that beautiful? We use 2 rare candies on our Aaron, and he learns Rock Slide. Ain't that beautiful? We then get some more storage to sort out our problem and go to take on our 7th gym. It's the Ice Gym, so Gabite is gonna run absolutely wild on everyone. So we then finish off this fight after that disappointment, and we go to heal up our squad because it is the boss fights time, the gym leader. And let me tell you, this was difficult. I actually decided to speed up this next part so you could see the bullshit of rest. Yes, this took a very long time. Look at that, even went over to Wednesday there, went over through nighttime rest, keeps resting. Yeah, this started driving me insane, but there you go. Eventually he falls down, and then we kill the Piloswine, or Piloswine, whatever, and we get our 7th gym badge. We need 1 more badge, and we can go challenge the Elite 4. I am in awe. Day 34, we find an ice path, and it's dark as balls. So we arrive at Blackthorn City, I won't let you suffer through that, and we're going to buy a load of Ultra Balls, and we're also going to go down this route, which it was a mistake, I shouldn't have went down this route. Day 35, still staying alive, and we can't get into the 8th gym because the gym leader's in a cave behind the 8th gym, but we can't get into the cave because we haven't beat the 8th gym, because we're not supposed to do this part of the story. So we're going to teach our Lapras, Ice Beam, and also Confuse Ray, because we're cool like that, and then we're going to go to day 36, where we're going to take on Team Rocket in a radio tower. I cannot remember what city this is in, and we're going to level up our Aaron, and he's going to learn Takedown. We're going to replace it with a move. I can't remember which one I did it with though. Anyway, we defeat the top Team Rocket dude and level up our Feraligatr, and he tells me that he stole the director and he's down in the basement, so we go to rescue him on day 37 because we thought we'd give him a whole day to It's time to oh, that's the wrong thing. But anyway, we murder his first Pokemon, and then he sends out a Haunter, so we send out Gabite to one-shot it, and then he sends out Sneasel. It's already dead. Meganium hits the Nene on my Gabite and murders it in one hit. This is very sad, so I send out Pidgeotto, and Pidgeotto gets down to one shot. Pidgeotto hits Gust. It is such a close fight. Who is going to win? Quick attack. Pidgeotto does it and levels up to level 31. A Magnemite comes out to finish off my Pidgeotto, but not before I chuck a fin of sand in its eyes first, and then Lapras comes out to finish the job. And then Silver cries like a little bitch, so we go and murder a few Team Rocket members, and a run evolves. I do not believe it. Anyway, we go to this puzzle. This puzzle's I'm pretty sure this puzzle was impossible. I'm not going to lie. I spent an entire day trying to do it. So a day passed. It's day 38 now, and I decided to go into creative mode and was like, there you go, I'll make my own way. And then I accidentally saved the director whilst I was trying to get some loot, which was kind of cool. The director then told me my job was not done yet. That was not cool. So then I had to go back and take on more Team Rocket goons, which was very painful, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of getting bored of this part of the game at this point, but it was good XP for my Larion. My Larion. I don't know what to call him at this point, to be honest. Anyway, this guy actually has, like, Pokemon the same level as ours, so we didn't quite have that edge, but our Gabite learns Dig, which is kind of an edge, and because he got beaten by a child, he ends up disbanding Team Rocket, and we can now finally go take on our 8th gym, which is a Dragon Gym, so basically just free XP for Gabite, and we get over here to our final gym leader. She throws out a Gyarados, which is kind of scary for my Gabite, so I let Lapras take over, and then sent back out Gabite to deal with the rest of her dragons, which was very nice and easy. So basically I absolutely destroyed her and got my You're making me go into a cave to prove I deserve this badge. Okay, so we go into a cave and we literally find it instantly and get the badge. So this woman was just being annoying, really, and just playing with our emotions. So we go to see our good friend Professor Elm on day 40 and let him know, like, we got all the badges, and he gives us a Master Ball and an SS ticket, and this is where the game gets confusing, because we get on the ship and we destroy a load of people, and we're about to arrive in Kanto on day 41, and we roam around confused because we're not supposed to be here and the game bugged out. This is not the way to the Elite Four. I should not be at this part of the game. Oh no. So for day 42 we head on back home so we can get on our Feraligatr and go to find the Elite Four. And some hiker dude finds me and tries to bullshit me by telling me I've taken my first steps into Kanto. We then go and destroy some Pokemon until the night. Day 43, as we carry on our journey towards Victory Road, we destroy a few more Pokemon. We even come across this massive ass one, which was strange, and we arrive at Victory Road. And at the end of Victory Road, we come across Silver, who appears to have an awful memory. Anyways, we annihilate him. This was by far the easiest fight we've had with Silver, and we arrive at the Elite Four. Day 44 rolls on and we take on our first member of the Elite Four, Will, and it actually proved to be a much more difficult fight than we anticipated, but thankfully we managed to pull through and attempted to cheese the Elite Four by healing up our Pokemon and returning back through, only to discover that we really shot ourselves in the foot by doing so. Oh no. Day 45 and I have no idea what happened with my editing software here. This meant to be me in the Safari Zone catching an Electabuzz, but yeah, anyway. I was in the Safari Zone for 2 days. I also caught up Bagon. As some of you might know, Bagon evolves into Shelgon, I believe, and then Shelgon evolves into Salamence, which is the skin that I'm rocking in this series, because I really like Salamence, I really like Dragon-type Pokemon, and this was a pain in the ass to capture, but we got there. Finally! Day 47, we go to level up our Bagon on Victory Road, and we come across a Moltres. Bro, that's a fucking Moltres! Which I really was not expecting. I threw a Master Ball at it, and I caught it. It's now mine, and I can fly on it and around. Whee! Day 48, we go to take on the Elite Four once again because now we have a Moltres, which means that we can basically steamroll absolutely anything that gave us grief. And in our second Elite Four member, our Bagon evolved into a Shelgon. How eventful, how nice. The third Elite Four member was giving me a bit of grief, but we just sent out Moltres. Fourth one was giving me a bit of grief. Guess what we did? That's right, we sent out Moltres. And now it was time for the final member of the Elite Four, and I couldn't believe it when I got there to discover that it was my good friend Lance. I felt betrayed. My Electabuzz Thunder punches his Gyarados in one hit, and up next is his Charizard. I hit another super effective Thunder Punch, and in retaliation, Charizard hits me with Dragon Claw, leaving me on 1 HP. One more thunderous Thunder Punch and Charizard goes down, and up next is Aerodactyl. My Electabuzz is on 1 HP, he's got... Never mind. Shelgon and Gabite tag teamed his Aerodactyl, and up next was Dragonite. Dragonite wipes out a load of my Pokemon, so I sent out Moltres, and up next is Dragonite. Moltres takes care of the second Dragonite, and up next is Dragonite. We send out our Lapras after it murders our Moltres to take him out with an Ice Beam, and we defeat Lance and become the new champion. Well, kinda. We still got round 2 to come up yet and another 8 gyms to go. Ho ho ho. It's going to be fun. But we are technically the new champion, and Professor Elm wants to give us the SS ticket that he's already given us. Thanks, Professor Elm. We then got back onto the boat to go to Kanto, which was a big mistake because it takes an entire day and we've beaten all the trainers. Day 50, we skip straight past Vermilion City and go straight to Saffron City and defeat the gym there to get our 9th badge. Day 51, we arrive in Cerulean City where we go to take on our 10th gym, but the gym leader's away. So I spent the rest of the day looking for her, and the next day as well. But on day 53, I grinded my Shelgon to level 49, gave him a rare candy to level him up to level 50 because I knew what was coming next. It's beautiful, and I'm not skipping this evolution because look at it. It's a Salamence next to Salamence. For day 54, I decided to take a nice leisurely stroll up from the docks, and that is right, 2 days in a row, 2 giant Pokemon evolutions. Our Gabite evolves into a Garchomp, and we've got 2 beastly dragon types now on our team. And as if that wasn't satisfying enough, we've grinded enough to get our Larion to also evolve into an Aegron. That is right, he is no longer difficult to be called. Look how cursed his face is. He is now an Aegron, and he is massive. As day 55 comes to a start, we get on our Salamence and go to the power plant where the director tells us that something has been stolen. We go to locate the stolen machine part and we run into Team Rocket. Surprisingly, they have not broken up, and we get in a hot pursuit with a Team Rocket goon in order to find out where the missing piece is. And after we beat his ass down, he tells us that it was literally right where we just came from. Brilliant. So I take a dive, recover the machine part, and take it back to the director dude. After that, we spoil Misty's hot date and tell her to get her ass back to the gym so I can kick it. Electabuzz has fun getting free XP murdering absolutely everything in her gym, and we get our 11th badge. Well, hey. Yeah. Took me 56 days to learn how to use Flash. We run into our rival Silver at the end of the cave for one final epic encounter, and this was by far our best fight, and I honestly was not sure which way it was going to go, but in the end I ultimately won, as I am the Pokemon Master, and it does make the most sense. We spend the entirety of day 57 literally just carrying on from where we left off, grinding all the way up to Pewter City, and that's about it. We got a few levels up. I just thought I'd speed it all up for you. Day 58, we feel great, and we're going to take on our 11th gym. Our Aegron learns Double Edge and levels up, and we defeat Brock with Garchomp easily. We then take a stroll through Viridian Forest, and that is basically this entire day. Day 59, we're feeling fine. We're arriving in Viridian City, where we're going to attempt to get our 12th gym badge, but we messed up and it's blue, and he's delirious, and we shouldn't be here yet, but we reluctantly take him on, and it doesn't go as planned, so we go to drown ourselves. Day 60, we take a leisurely stroll up Route 13, commit a few murders and arrive in Fuchsia City. Day 61, and we are going to take on our 12th gym. And we send out Salamence against Crobat, who proves to be a bit difficult, so we swap out to Electabuzz. Electabuzz hits a shockwave for his sexually confused thoughts and manages to kill Crobat. Electabuzz hits a Thunderbolt, almost killing Weezing, and then Weezing selfishly blows his load, killing both of them. We then send out Garchomp to deal with the rest of the squad, which he does with ease, and thus claiming us our 12th gym badge. It is happy days all around, as well as Poison Jab to teach to Garchomp. Day 62, and we don't have a bike for the Psychopath, but we have a Salamence, so we can go on it regardless, and arrive in Celadon City, where we will go to take on our 13th gym, which was actually surprisingly a breeze. So yeah, we got our 13th gym badge. Day 63, and we decide to go take on Blue early again and see if it goes better for us this time, but he sends our Garchomp to sleep. He beats the shit out of my Garchomp whilst he sleeps, and I'm forced to use a max potion. A Poison Jab ends Executor and it is on to his Gyarados. We swap to Electabuzz, who ends him with one Thunderbolt, and on to Machamp. Machamp sends Electabuzz to the morgue, so I'm forced to send out Salamence to deal with him. Salamence flies up into the sky, but Machamp still catches him with Stone Edge. Salamence survives and manages to hit a fly, but it's not quite enough, and Machamp finishes him off with one more Stone Edge. We send out our Garchomp to get some vengeance, but he sends out Rhydon and he only goes and returns the favour. We send out Aggron to try beat Rhydon in his own earthquaking game, but he proves to be better than us at it. We send out our Lapras and revive Aggron for safety, and he almost murders my Lapras. Lapras finishes Rhydon off with an Ice Beam and it's on to his Arcanine. His Arcanine has a speed advantage and manages to kill my Lapras, so I send out Moltres. Moltres uses one ancient power to wipe out his Arcanine and it is on to his Pidgeot, who goes down in 2 ancient powers, and that is the battle defeated and our 14th badge achieved, despite the fact that this should be our 16th badge. Day 64, and we go to pay our good friend Professor Oak a visit in Pallet Town, and he gives us a Bulbasaur and we fly over to Cinnabar Island. We took on our 15th gym here, which was a very much a breeze because it was a fire type gym and we had Lapras and obviously ground type Pokemon as well. It was easy. Day 65, we go to Seafoam Islands where we discover an Articuno, and we are very determined to capture this one. We throw a lot of Pokeballs at it. We get it down to very low health, throw a few more Ultra Balls at it before we decide to try paralyze him with Electabuzz. And then I proceeded to throw so many Pokeballs at it, with it escaping until yes! Finally! Day 66, and we have to backtrack to do the first gym that we should have done when we arrived in Kanto, but we're doing it as the last, so it was a breeze. Day 67, and it was time for us to revisit the Elite Four, and we sort of managed to get past the first member of the Elite Four, not too bad. Struggled a little bit, but then on the second member of the Elite Four, he wipes us out. We aren't accepting our defeat that easily, and we return the next day, and this time around, not only do we breeze through the first battle as easily as we do, but we actually manage to get through the second one this time. And as we carry on through the Elite Four, it takes days to get through these battles, as we're on day 69 now. And we even managed to take out the third member of the Elite Four, as well as the fourth member of the Elite Four. But as you know, the Elite Four is just a bullshitty name. It's the Elite Five, or the Elite Four Champion technically, but whatever, it makes no sense. It was time to revisit our good friend Lance and show him how strong we've become. What? You're not allowed to have a Salamence too? Lance beat me up and took my lunch money. This wasn't actually even close. I must grind. I went and grinded for 10 whole days. And in those 10 days, I managed to get a level 58 Electabuzz, level 68 Salamence, level 67 Garchomp, level 62 Lapras, a level 64 Aggron, and a level 60 Moltres. I was ready for the Elite Four. Day 80, and we go to re-challenge the Elite Four, and this time around it is considerably easier now that we've leveled everything up. and we just sort of breeze through the majority of these fights, and even to the point of where we can actually even fit them all in on one day. Last time it actually took us 2 days to be able to get through this part, so yay. It's day 81 and it was time to revisit our friend Lance. His Salamence one-shots our Electabuzz. We send out Garchomp, who survives a Dragon Claw and one-shots his Salamence with a Dragon Rush, and now it's time for Garchomp versus Garchomp. My Garchomp has the speed advantage, but Lance's Garchomp manages to avoid it and finishes off mine. So I send out Salamence, he got one shot. I send out Lapras and confuse Garchomp, but it's not enough, and Lapras just manages to hang on, but one-shots Garchomp with Ice Beam. We tried to heal our Lapras, but Charizard's attack damage was just too high. We send out Moltres, who gets hit with a critical Air Slash, but finishes off Charizard with Ancient Power, and up next is his Gyarados. I tried everything that I could, but unfortunately his Gyarados proved to be still too powerful for me. We're still in day 81 and we went back through the Elite Four again, and this time it was a lot easier than any other time we've ever done it, because we had the highest levels that we've had so far from grinding for it already once, so this was quite nice. Day 82 and you already know what we're about to do. We are taking on Lance for the final time. His Salamence takes out my Garchomp, so I send out my Salamence to deal with his, but he almost kills it, but I deal with him. We let Lapras get revenge on Charizard for last time, and up next is Gyarados. His Gyarados annihilates me. This is not over, Lance. Yeah, this is getting old now. I stomped them, believe it or not, and I'm coming for blood, Lance. I'm coming for blood. It's day 84 and we're tired of taking shit from Lance. Our Garchomp and his Garchomp are both evenly matched with each other. We let Lapras take care of Charizard, and then next is Gyarados. My Lapras manages to whittle Gyarados down with Ice Beam and eventually kill him off, and up next is his Dragonite. Lapras almost finishes the job off with one Ice Beam, but unfortunately his Dragonite restores health with a berry, and then finishes us off with the speed advantage. We get Aggron to use Heavy Slam and he takes out Dragonite, ending the battle at last, and we finally defeat Lance. Day 85 and we decide to go to Mount Silver to take on the last challenge that this playthrough has to offer us, but the game seems to not realise that I've done the Elite Four properly, so we have to take matters into our own hands with getting there. Mount Silver was a breeze because we just had Salamence who could keep doing stuff like this for us, and now it was time for the final boss of the whole series, Red, with his level 88 Pikachu, which was no problem and taken out in one shot by our Aggron, and up next was his Blastoise, so we swapped straight out to Electabuzz, who takes a bit of a hit, but he seems to be A-okay, until he gets Hydro Pumped. Our Garchomp one-shots Blastoise, and up next is his level 80 Lapras. Lapras takes him out, but we revive our Electabuzz to deliver a Thunder and end Lapras. Up next is Snorlax. Our Aggron annihilates his Snorlax, and up next is his Venusaur. Aggron one-shots it with Heavy Slam, and up next is his Charizard. Aggron delivers another Rock Slide and finishes the job in one shot, defeating Red. Whoa, what is happening? Well, there you have it. I know it was only 85 days and not 100. Do you feel clickbaited? Well, don't, because I put so much effort into this and the premise is the same, and I survived 85 days doesn't quite roll the same. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, let me know if there's anything else that you'd like me to do, and thanks for watching.